So I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. I did not get to catch the high school pep rally live like everyone else did at 5 p.m. By the good people at B&D Elite. It's kind of funny too because right now as we speak I'm wearing my Young Bucks shirt, but I had to because I wanted to get into the spirit. You know what I mean? He's like, you know, when you're in high school, right? When it's like a pep rally, you want to be in school spirit. You know, so you wear your high school T-shirt, to show school spirit, right? So I wanted to be in that today, and like I expected, I thought today the whole rally felt like a giant high school, college pep rally, which essentially it was. That's what it really what it was. But anywho, guys, this is your open forum, open discussion of the All Elite Wrestling rally. That's what they called it, a rally. Just a rally, like nothing cool, just a plain generic name. All Elite Wrestling Rally from Jacksonville, Florida. I believe at the site or the parking lot or a parking lot section of where I guess the Jacksonville Jaguars play. But I am not alone. It's me as always, Steve, and I'm here joined by the Impact Wrestling fanboy assassin himself, Chase Oliver, all the way in California. Chase, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing well. California is experiencing some weird weather. We're getting some rain and sunshine type of day. But other than that, it's going good. Ready to discuss AEW, All Elite, all Elites. I don't know. Yeah, we're to discuss the pep rally, man.
Pep rally,
felt like I was in high school.
Yeah, man, feel it back. Didn't you feel like you were in school spirit, dude? Like you were marching around with the band, chilling with the mascot and shit. You know,
the cheerleaders came out. They had like they had a high school technician. That's for sure. Whoever was doing the production for this show, was not good.
Exactly. You felt like also like you wanted to beat the fuck out of the freshmen, or put them in the dumpster and shit. I don't know. That's what we used to do back in high school back in the day. Every pep rally, like the freshmen and shit. The
freshmen, dude, like they would get massacred, especially if they're like those freshmen that were trying to leave the rally and stuff. If you weren't like showing school spirit, we would boo them and stuff. Like we had this cheering section at my high school, and like if you try to leave the cheering section at all, if you were a freshman, you would get massacred. And then and it would suck too, especially if you're a freshman football player, because they would read the back of your jersey and they would chant like "fuck you" and stuff like that, and your last name. So until the school got mad about the "fuck you," so then they said "screw you." And even then, that was kind of like toying the line. But it is what it is. But yeah, this was definitely a pep rally, man. It was a pep rally.
It definitely was. And again, listen, there's people out there that are gonna tell you, because you know what I saw on Twitter earlier. Oh man, don't forget to tune in at 5 p.m. They're gonna change the wrestling business. The change is happening now. It's happening. You kind of get the idea, right? You kind of get the gist.
They're gonna change the world.
They're gonna change the world, man. Change the world.
Yeah, the world.
El mundo.
Yeah. They're gonna change the world.
I know, changing the world, man. Change the world. And I heard that so many times, though, bro. I've heard it so many times. You get what I mean, right? I hear that so many times. I'm reading the comments, you guys are kicking ad in the comments, by the way. Big Mike, woo! All right, woo! Back at you, Big Mike. Ron Burt writes here, had to rewatch their live stream, had to jump in and out. Yeah, me too, bro. Undertaker Punk, the moment Jericho came out, hype. So true. Junior high school tech. This is what GFW wanted to be.
That's true, yeah.
That's true.
This is what GFW wanted. Yeah. I compare this to GFW, like the hype that GFW. Remember when GFW was getting all this hype and everything like that?
Yeah.
And like, and no one took it serious. And then like now, obviously, we know where GFW lies and everything like that. But yeah, dude, AEW is pretty much GFW, but they have a financial backer that wants to back it. You know, they have Tony Khan. I always try to say his father's name, so sorry if I stutter on the Khan names. They're both idiots in my book. But yeah, so Tony Khan wants to back this up, and they have someone, and it was just interesting. So Steven, did you watched the whole thing, right?
Yeah, I did. I watched the whole thing while I was cooking dinner. By the way, I haven't eaten yet, so after we finish it, I'm gonna eat. So,
Steven, do you want me to go first and go over it, or do you want to go first, like and go over it? Because I'm not sure. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
No, I think you should. I thought I was gonna go first. No, you go first. No, I was gonna go first.
I feel like I should go first because I'm like the guest on your channel, and like No, man, you go first. You go first.
You know what? You know what? You're right. This is my channel. But you know what? If I go first, I'm gonna feel like a dick. You go first. It's like the episode of the Rugrats, and when they're playing golf. I said, you first. What do you want? A written invitation? Now, come on, fellas. We're on to the top. You probably seen the episode, right, where they were playing golf and shit.
Yeah. The mini golf, stuff like that.
Yeah, they're at the last hole, like
that was just so weird. Like, why were they doing some like being the elite comedy? Like, this is not what all elite wrestling should be. If all elites, this is their comedy. I don't, because here's the thing. Here's the thing that people need to understand. All elite is trying to like be a wrestling company, but then you have these like tongue-in-cheek type of comedy that is funny to us wrestling fans. But if a casual is watching it, they don't understand it. They don't get why it's funny. I felt like, really, to be honest, though, with this thing, first off, starting with Cody, we'll kick off with him. Screw Conrad. I don't even want to talk about what Conrad was doing there. He was like the worst hype man ever. Like,
are you ready for All Elite Wrestling? Are you ready for Double or Nothing? Are you gonna be there on May 25th?
Like, he's like, are you guys?
You excited for
the Wrestling Revolution's coming.
Yeah, man, chat me up, man.
Wrestling.
All you were missing was chat me up. Rest, room, and innuendo.
Yeah, Women's Revolution. Let's go. Yeah, tell your friends. Wrestling's no longer dormant. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, literally, they should have went with Dana White. Can you imagine Dana White being up there like, "What's up, motherfuckers?
What's up, Jackson?
Yeah, what's up, Jacksonville? We got All Elite Wrestling. The first card on ESPN Plus. Like, it'll be great." But no, instead they got Conrad and stuff like that. But yeah, so Conrad kicked off. We were introduced first to SCU, who announced it. And this is where you knew the show was like super like weird, because like SCU came out and it was dead quiet. And it wasn't because the crowd was quiet. Like, you could hear the crowd chanting. It's because the technical difficulties were super bad. Like, the production on this show, not good.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't even hear it. It just came off super bad. None of the surprises felt big, because it was just, you couldn't hear the fucking crowd. So SCU comes out. They pretty much just say like, "Oh yeah, we're all elite, SCU." And it's like, okay, cool, sweet. Then Cody comes out and he does his little "I had a dream." Like, he cuts like his best wannabe Triple H promo, like, "This is what I've always wanted. I am the game." Like, that's what he pretty much did. He's like, "We're gonna pay the wrestlers right. Wins and losses are going to matter here in AEW."
But more importantly, we are going to change the economy of professional wrestling.
Yeah. Everyone's going to get paid millions of dollars.
Okay.
It's going to start with you, the fans. Us fans are going to be the reason why. Because, and here's the thing, what I don't understand by this is, by Cody and his logic is this. So they're pretty much what they're going to be doing with All In, but now with AEW. So they're just pretty much going to sell the show's tickets for super cheap. So that way people can buy them and then resell them at the higher value. Like, does that make sense to you, Steven? Like, how is that helping the wrestlers? Like, if you're selling, like, you're like, yeah, cool, they're at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Too bad that's not really the big arena in MGM anymore. The big arena in MGM is T-Mobile.
Yeah. Which is like the mom, which is like MGM is the mother, right? And the daughter, the son is the T-Mobile arena. Like, exactly. Like if you really wanted to go out, like, you should have gone Mandalay Bay or the what's the other one? The freaking no. If for Pacquiao fought, I think Tim Bradley the first time, whatever. The freaking
the Luxor? No, not Luxor.
There's the T-Mobile Arena. There's Mandalay Bay. There's the MGM Grand. It's featured in if you have Fight Night, it's the arena's featured.
Yeah, I know. I'm just drawing a blank on. It's not Caesar's Palace. I know it's not that one. It's been a while. Because I only know.
I'm gonna look it up. Las Vegas arenas. I'm gonna look it up right now as we're talking about this, because I'm curious about this one. You know what I'm talking about, though, right? It's like we're all just drawing blanks right now and shit. They got the Thomas and Mack Center. The Thomas and Mack Center.
Yeah, the small little. It's not even connected to a casino. It's like a small little separate arena. Yeah. I always forget about that one just because it's not connected to a casino. But that's the thing, man. It's like good for them. But like, really, to be honest, it's like we're selling tickets for a low value, and now we're going to try to exchange them. Like, I don't get like. Here's the thing. Like, I wish them all the best of luck with this. Like, I like that they have two events planned. Like, that's something good to come out of this event. There's two events planned. But I don't know, Steven. I just think Cody's logic here is pretty flawed. And honestly, Cody, he just came off as like he like literally want to be Triple H. Like he was acting
Yeah.
like how Triple H acted with NXT and shit like that. Like, this is my baby. Are
Now you
you
know what?
ready?
Here's how I look at it
NXT.
too. Here's how I look at it too. This is my honest opinion. I think what it is that he is excited. He's happy that he finally found someone to, hey, fork out all this money to make him a wrestling company, right? He's
Yep.
finally, I guess that's what it is. For the first time, he is being in this position of being in charge, right? After so many years of being the employee, being told what to do, all that shit. So I guess right now it's all just the excitement phase right now. This shit will eventually phase off, okay? And again, if you are excited about this, if you're in the mix, or if you still have doubt, right? Voice your opinion. If you're not calling right now, let's take it to the streets. Let's take it to the streets right now. 718-473-0813.
We're just going to break down the press conference too for anyone who missed it. So
Yeah, yeah.
I don't feel like we forgot anything. Like I got my notes here. I took
Me
notes
too.
even though I
I,
didn't even know I was doing a video. So I was just like, screw it, just in case if I do my own video. I'm ready
yeah.
to go to talk about this crap.
So basically, what we found out is that there's going to be an event in Las Vegas, May 25th, at
Double or no.
the Double or Nothing at the MGM Grand, which we kind of all expected Las Vegas by the way the logo looked. People were saying Detroit because the D in Detroit had the Detroit Lions look. I get that too. But I think honestly, if you want to make a splash, go to Las Vegas. It's literally a month after WrestleMania weekend. Um, Now, they did not confirm if there'll be a StarCast event. I'm pretty sure there will be a StarCast event. I'm pretty sure there will be. Think about it, you had Conrad there. Conrad Thompson was right there, right? So,
Yeah, Conrad didn't announce it though. Undertaker Punk in the chat said that Khan said during a press interview that healthcare for AEW is something they hope to iron out soon. The hope is employees to gain full-time employment with their company. Yeah, good luck with getting that healthcare.
yeah,
I'm
good
just
luck with
saying.
that. Good luck with that. Good.
People think it's so easy. Like everyone goes like, "How come WWE doesn't have full-time healthcare?" Dude, it's not easy getting healthcare. This is where something like David, the NFL to get full coverage healthcare. Mind you, these are paid professional athletes, and I have friends who are in the NFL, so they can confirm this. You have to be in the league for 4 years to get your full coverage healthcare for all your family for the rest of your life. They don't even cover you during your rookie contract. During your rookie contract, you have to earn that shit. You have to earn that shit. So I don't understand how Khan, who could barely keep his team together, will know how to get healthcare. But good for him. And if they do probably get healthcare, it's most likely the bare minimum, and it will probably only cover the wrestlers, but not their families. Maybe Cody and the
Randy.
Bucks, they'll
Yeah.
get healthcare that will cover their family. But I don't see Michael Jacob, whatever his name is, getting
Michael.
healthcare to cover it.
MJF. You're talking about MJF, basically.
MJF,
Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Mac,
Speaking of which,
Mac,
what I did enjoy, what I did like, is that they hired young talent, MJF and Joey Janela. I'm happy about that.
yeah,
Two
that is.
guys that right now are making a scene. They're making waves, if you will, what the kids say, on the independent circuit. Granted, Joey
Yeah,
Janela is still injured. MJF is, I think, is just the future of the industry. And I don't even say the present. I'm not just saying because I see him wrestle in my local, local area in Jersey, shit like that. But I'm happy that hey, at least they got that out there. Okay, we're gonna present to you the future of wrestling, if you will, by signing these young kids.
yeah, because
Great.
Janela right now, he's in the argument with guys like Shane Strickland and Jeff Cobb as like the king of the independents, where it's just like he can go to any independent and be a top guy
Not
for that
only that, but
independent.
he also runs his own events with GCW.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah,
WrestleMania weekend event coming up, Spring Break is sold out already. To the point
yeah,
where
yeah. No,
they had to make
Janela Spring Break.
to the point where they had to make another event for WrestleMania weekend, and that also sold out. So that's good for them on that. Good for them. They also announced that, Brandy announced that there will be a women's division. Well, no shit. there's gonna be a women's division. She's like, oh, one of the focal points when
I didn't understand that. What Brandy came out there. People have been asking me, is there going to be a women's who's asking this? Like, who is like literally like looking at AEW and thinking, oh, they're not going to have a women's division? Like, their first like official signing that we all knew was Britt. What's her name, Steven? I'm sorry, I don't know this woman's name. She's a
Britt Baker, the girlfriend of Adam Cole, by the way. Baby.
The dentist.
Yeah, Dr. Britt Baker, MD.
Yeah, yeah. So like that's where I was just like, okay, like I don't understand where it's like your first signing was Britt Baker, who we know is a wrestler. Well, yeah. what you think you guys signed Britt Baker for, to like check on the wrestlers' teeth and everything like that? Be like, oh, Cody, your teeth look fine.
Hey, bro. Hey, listen, remember, they were talking about the healthcare, right? Healthcare? Hey, there it is.
I thought when Britt Baker was bringing up the doctor stuff, I thought she was going to bring up the healthcare. And that would have, honestly, minus Jericho coming out, if Britt Baker would have brought up the healthcare, that would have been the biggest pop of the night. And so many AEW fans would have been like, see, they care about their talent, unlike the company up north. Like, they would have been hard on Twitter and stuff like that. And Meltzer would have been all over it all. Yeah. But yeah, exactly. I feel like the surprises for AEW were they kind of lackluster, because like in the announcements, because like Matt Jackson, he made a big deal about this announcement of wrestlers coming from China, and it was like supposed to, in the way he came off, and both the Young Bucks came terrible off their promos. Like I was just like, can you guys just talk like normal human beings? Why are you guys yelling like you guys are like fighting for your lives right now? Like straight up, just talk. You guys are supposed to be EVPs. These are your executive vice presidents, by the way, people. Yeah. This is your executive vice presidents, and you motherfuckers are gonna like literally take these guys seriously. They're bringing people from China.
Hey man,
we're supposed to be excited, and it was like
changing the world, man. You gotta change the rest. It's the next boom, Chase. It's the next boom period.
They're telling us we're gonna love them, even though they're also the EVP. Cody Rhodes said, we're not going to tell you who to like or love. You, the fans, get to decide. So why are you telling us we're going to love them if Cody Rhodes told us you can't tell us that? Yeah. Hypocrites. Stupid.
Hypocrites, I tell you. Hypocrites, I tell you, motherflowers. Hypocrites, I tell you. Oh, what else we found out about this? So they announced Britt Baker. Conrad was talking, Alchem MJF. And we talked about that already. He made fun of Conrad and being overweight, and made fun of the crowd, and made fun of Jacksonville, and again after that, out came a tiger.
Yeah,
the Jaguar. Jackie the Jaguar, I guess, came out, and this led to Joey Janela coming out with Penelope Ford, who, by the way, Penelope Ford is amazing. She actually had a trial with WWE. Well, she's not going there anymore. And it's funny because there were talks that they broke up, and I guess now they're back together all of a sudden. So yeah, we found out what happened.
It could be a working relationship.
I don't know, dude, because they seem happy. So, other than that, too, what else happened here? What else happened? That out came Hangman Page. He talked about being his own, not being told what to do, how to come out to his music, and again, this is what I hated the most, Chase.
I get to play the music my own. That's my like out of all the mine has changed the world. Whenever I hear any of the elite people say I get to play the tune of my music my own way, it's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I don't understand it. Where it's like, what do you mean you get to play the tune of your music your own way? Like seriously, like that just comes off of so bad. It makes it seem like I don't care what the fans say because I can play my music my own way. Because like if you argue like, well, your music sucks, they're just gonna block you on Twitter and get mad at you because you're like, oh, I didn't like your music tonight. It sucked. How dare you? Let me block you on Twitter and send my Twitter army on you. It's like, oh, who cares? But yeah, Hangman came off super bad, honestly. Like and then when he said like, oh, I want to be the first AEW champion, I was just like, no. I said, your first AEW champion. Anyone in the elite, if any of them win the AEW championship, this is TNA. It's Jeff Jarrett, My World. Like I'll get Jeff Jarrett flashbacks. No,
Yeah,
Stop.
exactly.
Well, none of you need to touch the world title for 2 years.
No. So yeah, he like, oh, I want to be again. And this is what I hate to say before. And this is what I wanted to say. And this whole thing, there's all this like shade WWE bullshit. And knowing that hey, they're in Jacksonville, which by the way, SmackDown is airing in 15 minutes from now live, which half of the people that are at that rally are going to SmackDown live. I just hate it. I
Yeah,
just again, it just felt so unprofessional, felt so bush league, felt so like so hokey, so corny. It felt like to me, my honest opinion. But that's just me, of course. And other than that, what else happened on this thing? They announced a Double or Nothing, the other show in Jacksonville. Pac came out, formerly known as Neville, and from the looks of it now, he's also All Elite.
yep. Good for Pac.
Good for
I don't
him.
know why here. Like, was he going to wrestle later? Like,
He was in his.
what's
I
going
don't know.
on?
Like the way it came off, because like, oh, I'm gonna be the first All Elite champion. No, I am. I felt like they're gonna have an impromptu match. He was in his ring gear, right?
Yeah, I thought for sure they were going to be like, well, we brought a ring, and then it was just like, okay, yeah, sure, why not? Impromptu match, that'd be something good for this press con or pep rally and stuff. In the pep rally, the seniors or the juniors would do something goofy to get people hyped up, like a race or some shit.
Mm-hmm. They'll play some music, do a stanky leg. I don't know, some shit like that. Um, and then after that, out came Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Jericho
Uh,
comes out and he talks about how he's All Elite. And well, we know one thing now: he's not loyal to Vince anymore. He's not loyal to Vince.
Yeah, no, that shocked me the most too because you hear Jericho on his podcast all the time. Yeah, I'm not gonna work anywhere in the States. It'll take a lot of money for me to work in the States. You thought for sure Jericho was gonna just stick with New Japan, and it seemed like New Japan wanted to stick with Jericho. Probably promising a match with Tanahashi. I thought for
Yeah,
sure at Madison Square Garden it was Tanahashi Jericho. Like I thought for
me
sure it was
too.
like, you know what? Jericho's going to work Madison Square Garden. He's going to face Tanahashi for the heavyweight title.
Nah,
That makes the most
what I
sense.
think what I
That would
think
be
might
cool.
happen. What I think might happen is that MSG is gonna get Okada Tanahashi. Might as
Well, yeah,
well.
no, now I think that's the matchup. But I was thinking originally they were going to do Tanahashi and Jericho at
Yeah,
MSG because I felt Jericho was going to stay with New Japan because of his because he's such good friends and loyal to Vince, but AEW must be offering good contract money or something that fits with what Jericho wants to do. Because let's be real here, the days of Chris Jericho being full time and doing a WWE type schedule ain't a thing anymore. He wants pretty much just like he wants that Cena deal, like the free agent Cena deal. He wants like
yeah,
that type of deal where it's like he doesn't have to go on the road as much and he can do whatever the frick he wants. And he kind of
yeah,
had that deal a little bit, but it wasn't like on Cena's pay level. So maybe
exactly.
AEW is paying them a little bit more, as they should, because when you're trying to get someone like Chris Jericho, and let's be real here, he's still a star. He's still a star in this company. He's still a star in wrestling. He's the reason why New Japan during their expansion and boom, it has become so good because, or why many people have been interested in it because of him versus Omega and him versus Naito and everything like that. So he's a big reason why New Japan has kind of bumped up a little bit for some American fans. He's still a big
Exactly.
star,
Exactly.
and it is kind of like they're trying to grab an old guy to get people, but at least they're grabbing an old guy where it's like, okay, he can still go though. It's not like Chris
Yeah.
Jericho's like he's
Scott
ass in the
Stein.
ring. Like
Not, you're not, you're not
his
getting
match with
Scott
Naito
Steiner.
was possibly one of the best matches at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, it was. I'll put up there. I put up there with Okada, with Omega and Tanahashi. Put it up there. But yeah, like you said, at least they brought someone that can work, that can still go. It's not like they brought out, let's say, Scott Steiner, for instance. And I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Anything like that, some old hit or Goldberg. Remember the talks of Goldberg? Apparently, Goldberg's gonna be in AEW, whatever, and he signed whatever. That didn't
Well,
happen.
in one of my streams, we talked about we want to make AEW different. They should have a Legends division where the Legends champion, what's it called? It's just Legends. It's all that's where all the Legends stay. They don't mix with the young and new talent. They just stay. They just stay in the Legends division. And
Did it
after 6 months,
did Impact have that though one time? Didn't
no,
TNA?
I'm saying like the Legends don't face the young talent. Like the Legends stay in that division.
I
They
didn't know
never
that.
face the young talent, and if they can hold the stupid Legends belt for 6 months,
Yeah, but
they can option see them.
didn't didn't TNA have that belt though one time? Like the Legends title, that red belt that they were the,
Steven, yes, Steven, but you're not listening to my idea. I'm saying
yeah, I
you
hear what
keep
you're
the
saying
Legends.
though.
Yeah, I'm saying Impact. Who cares that Impact had it? Why the fuck are you saying that? I'm saying like you keep AEW's Legends separate from their
Yeah,
freaking talent, so that way the Legends can freaking beat each other up and do their own Legend crap. And if they hold it for 6 months and they prove that they're still able to go, then you can
yeah,
cash it in for a world title shot. That'd be
yeah,
cool. I'll be down with
yes,
that.
yeah. I'm reading the comments here. Jeremy Hayes writes here. I'm worried that AEW is gonna try to rush things and try to legit compete with WWE right away. Ask Hogan and Bischoff how that worked with TNA. They need to worry about having a good show. Um, also, before trying to compete with WWE, Undertaker Punk writes here. I read a joke on Twitter that Jericho going to AEW is payback for Triple H not letting NXT talent on the Jericho Cruiser. LOL. Legend Division, huh? That's 3 big leagues of wrestling right there by Jeremy Hayes. Yeah, you never know, man. But again, I think I agree with that. They should not worry about competing with WWE right now. They should not worry about that. Even though that's the vibe I got, I think you probably got that vibe too tonight with that whole pep rally.
Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks have egos. Like, let's just be real here.
Yeah, they do.
There's
They have egos. They do.
they turned down WWE contracts, apparently 7-figure contracts, and they pretty much are trying to say we are competing with WWE. They believe that. They believe that because like here's the thing: the words that you hear from these guys are not words of a company saying, "Hey, we're just starting out. We're not. We're just going." They're acting like we're the hottest thing. Like where they said All In changed the wrestling world as a whole. Like All In, 150,000 people bought All In. Y'all didn't make a profit. According to Cody Rhodes on Twitter multiple times, they didn't make even a freaking profit on All In. It was a gift to us fans. Like that's what they say. They say All In changed the wrestling world. Like, okay, but what do you mean by the wrestling world? Do you mean the hardcore fan world? Yeah. But are you
The
talking about the
casual.
cash? Yeah. Are you talking about people outside that don't know? Like, I didn't have any outside friends saying, "Hey, Chase, you watching All In? You got that All In?" No one asked me about it. I showed my friend the Kenny Omega and Pentagon match, and he literally said to me, "Why are these guys killing each other for no reason? Is this for a belt?" He literally said, "Is this for a belt?" And I said, "No." And he said, "This is stupid." That's literally what he said. "This is stupid,"
They're
and
doing it for
stuff
the
like
love
that.
of wrestling, man. The love of professional wrestling. That's what
And
they're doing it
that's a
for.
problem. And that's the problem because we already know, we've seen the love of wrestling, the love for the art. We see that already so many times. It's like All Elite really needs to do something where it's like it's not just us trying to play the music our own way and stuff like that. It's they really need to do something where it's different because really pretty much all you are is just your Ring of Honor with the bigger budget. You're NXT pretty much. You're just pretty much NXT. You're NXT. That's all you really are is
Yeah.
NXT.
Yeah.
You get some
No,
names and stuff like that.
yeah. No, like you said, NXT basically okay. It's for all these guys because you know they're gonna sign guys from the independent circuit. They're gonna try to go
Yeah.
out of their way to get whatever left on the indies, right? And if you're one of these guys on the indies right now, and again, if your goal is to still go to WWE, right? Go to AEW, where they might get a big TV deal. We don't even know yet. If they even might get a big TV deal, you're gonna get exposure. And if
It's
shit don't
something. I
work
think
out, people will know who you are. And again, there wasn't even talk of a TV deal at this pep rally. There was no talk of a TV deal. Even though, yeah, there were talks of TBS and Time Warner and TNT. Again, you can't expect a big move to happen without a TV deal, a major TV deal. We're not talking Pursuit. We're not talking Sinclair. We're not talking Pop TV or Destination America. You need to have a big TV deal behind you.
Yeah, like that's the thing too, because like with AEW, the reason why is like everyone's already kind of like chucking it up as WWE's main competition. It's like
it's not.
Okay, well, did we forget that New Japan exists? Like like all these guys left New Japan. Now New Japan sucks to you guys or something? Like, no, New Japan's still a thing. Like they still have a wonderful group of talented wrestlers: Tanahashi, Okada, Naito.
Ospreay.
Ospreay seems like Ospreay seems like he's going to be getting a big push this year.
That idiot Jay White, unfortunately.
Shut up. No, shut up. Not him.
Not him.
Sonata might get a push this year. Evil and stuff like that. Like we're getting
Shingo might get a push this year too. Shingo might get a push.
Yeah. Ishimori's on his push and stuff like that. But you get the idea. AEW has some dudes. Not AEW. New Japan has some dudes. Like everyone's acting like, oh, AEW is taking over. It's like, man, like they're not taking over right now. They're showing that they're competent, which is good. Like that, I hope a company is competent in their abilities. But like when someone tries to sit here and tell me like, oh, they're not trying to compete with WWE, shut up. The way Cody and the Young Bucks talk, they act like they're already in WWE. Yeah, they act like they're there. They literally act like, oh, well, we turned down these contract offers they were offering. WWE was offering the contracts because they were like trying to hope that if you sign, Kenny Omega sign. Like, let's just be real here. The only reason why the Cody Rhodes and Young Bucks got a contract worth whatever value it was not for them. It was for Kenny Omega. And like Kenny Omega is like when you hear the Fox producers asking for Kenny Omega, I don't hear them asking for the Young Bucks or anything like that. Because really, to be honest here, we all know what would happen. Hangman Page would have gone to NXT, probably be like NXT champion or something. Cody and the Young Bucks, let's be real, their egos can't handle the fact of being belittled anymore. Like they're so used to being able to do whatever they want, they can't be contained. I mean, these people made themselves executive vice presidents and head bookers. Like they're booking their own shit. You know, like that's what's it called? It's like you're booking your own shit. Like you guys are making sure that you guys have control over yourselves. Like, and I talked about this in my own video when I first heard the announcement. I'm fine if Cody becomes the executive vice president because that's his team. Brandy being the chief brand officer, or she called it chief brandy officer, sure, whatever. But when it comes to freaking like the Young Bucks as executive VPs or head bookers, stop it. Like, cut it out. Tell Cody, like Cody should say this, look, I love you guys, I appreciate y'all, but we really need other people involved besides us. Because like that's the thing is, like I say this, man. AEW is pretty much like, I think it's gonna be like, I hope I'm wrong. And people think like, oh, I'm just negative. Like I'm negative on WWE too. Like don't act like I'm trying to defend WWE. Steven can tell you how much I bitch about the company and the way they do things and stuff like that. WWE is no saint and stuff like that. But for me personally, like what I'm saying is like I feel like AEW is hurting the independents. Yeah, I feel like these contracts will be something that like on the level of Lucha Underground, where people like to talk about those terrible Lucha Underground contracts that have hurt guys like Pentagon Jr. from moving out of Lucha Underground and Phoenix and other potential stars for other companies.
Ricochet, and the list goes on.
Like stuck in freaking that's Ricochet, but you get that idea. But yeah,
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So like that's what I'm trying to say. Like I feel like AEW could eventually become that, and I feel like you have owners like if there was a guy like Mark Cuban, who I don't like Mark Cuban that much, but I know he cares about everything he goes into. I would totally buy in on AEW, saying, you know what, I think it'll be fine. But when I see it's the cons, and they barely give a shit about their football team. In fact, they're trying to get their team out of Jacksonville to go to freaking the UK. The kid himself couldn't even own a stupid E-League, could barely hold a freaking E-tournament, gave up on a bunch of local businesses. Like, yeah, I'm not going to trust Tony Khan. And then everyone said, oh, he's huge fan. Shane, he was in the ECW arena. Dixie Carter was a huge fan. How'd that fucking turned out?
Yeah.
It's like
It's what I said on the podcast numerous times. Listen, it's one thing. Again, this is what it is, right? It's basically if Dixie Carter had a penis, right? And his parents were giving him this with a shitload of money. Here you go, son. We're gonna get you a wrestling company. Basically, what it is. And granted, listen, it's one thing being a super wrestler because apparently this guy is a wrestling fan, but more importantly, he's a big fan of independent wrestling. If you go on his Twitter, there's shit from like back in the day where he tweeted about Claudio Castagnoli, Kevin Steen, El Generico, and shit like that. But that's around the point. It's one thing being the super wrestling fan. Another thing is now being involved in the wrestling business. It's two different animals. There's a reason why, and again, we're not trying to. I can't speak for Chase on this one, but we're not trying to come off like we're sucking Vince's dick here and shit. There's a reason why Vince McMahon, the 70-year-old senile, is still till this very day, say what you want about him, the most successful promoter in the industry. There's a reason why. And again, there's a part of me that wants this to work, don't get me wrong. That, again, gives a place for the boys and the women to work, to get opportunities. But at the same time, when you look, like you said, like with the Bucks and Cody being the super egos and shit, low key, there's a part of me that wants this to bomb. That small part of me that wants it to bomb.
Yeah, it's like there's an interesting part. There's part of you that says, you know what, I want this to do good because what's it called? I want this to do good because this is where, another wrestling company comes in and this could shock us. I want to see this do well. But then another part is like, man, I really want to see these idiots fall on their faces because like the way they are, That's just how I feel like it should be.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Reading the comments here, okay? Reading the comments here. Knees writes here, totally agree. AEW needs a big TV deal. AEW would be great on CBS and do it every Friday night. I'm not sure about Friday nights. I think Friday nights would be... I think it's a bad night for wrestling, period. In my opinion.
Yeah.
What about you, Chase?
Friday nights is just terrible. Like, Monday, Tuesdays, or Thursdays. Choose one of those days. There you go. Wednesday, I don't know why. Wednesday just never does well with wrestling either. But Friday nights is just like a death sentence. Maybe if AEW does want to be a little bit different, Saturdays, like Saturday mornings or Saturday afternoons,
yeah,
and stuff like that.
6:05, bro. 6:05 Saturday at 6:05.
Yeah, like that'd be kind of cool. Like go back to that old school type of feel and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. Fridays are just terrible. Like it's just like because like I feel people plan more for Friday nights than they do Saturday nights. Like Saturday nights are kind of like, oh, my buddy texted me and I want to go out. Do I really want to? But Friday nights, it's like, yeah, man, I'm going to go out and have a good time and stuff like that. Or like, oh, that new movie came out. Or, oh, this video game just dropped. Or, oh, this. And, oh, yeah, we planned reservations on Friday night. Like, it just seems like Friday is just like, it's just like the easier day for people. It's more days where people want to leave and go out and do shit. While Saturday is just kind of like, oh, I'll play it by ear. I'll see what's going on Saturday,
Exactly. I'm reading more comments here. Well, Billy Gunn is back as producer, so by Undertaker Punk. Good for him. Good for him. Hopefully he doesn't take drugs and shit like that. But that's around the point. Sam Cat right here. Neville should be the first AEW champion. Not a bad choice. What do you think, Chase? As long as it's not one of the Bucks or one of the members of the Elite.
I feel like the first champion should be someone like
Jericho.
No, not Jericho. Maybe he should be in the Legends division. What's Nick Aldis doing? Is he all elite? Make him champ.
He's still the NWA champ right now. And again, we don't know who they're gonna work with. Remember, they're not working with Ring of Honor. They're not working with New Japan.
I'm just like Nick Aldis would be cool.
James Storm would be a good one.
Yeah, James Storm would be fine. People always want to see him as champion. Like, if you're really like maybe Jeff Cobb just to bring someone different or something like that. Like, I don't know.
We'll part of Ring of Honor, but I get what you mean. Though I get what you mean.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to spitball names and shit like that.
Yeah.
Pentagon, like honestly, if they can get Pentagon, obviously I would just say make him world champ right away because I feel like the reason why Impact's not pushing Pentagon is because they just don't know what his contract situation is like, and I don't blame them. They don't want to push someone that they don't feel like he's going to stay with the company long
Yeah.
term. But I feel like Pentagon's just one of those guys that's like you can't fuck up. No company can fuck up Pentagon for me. Like it doesn't matter what he's doing. It's always entertaining. He's always a good act. Like so, it's just had the
Exactly.
first
Yeah.
making champion, and he has the belt.
Yeah.
Hey,
That sounds good.
yeah.
516, you're on there. What up? What's your name? Where you from?
Hey, I'm Sam. I've been busy, so that's why I haven't been able to call for a while.
Sam,
Oh,
what's
you're
up,
good.
brother? What's up, Sam? How you been, Motherflower? How
Yeah.
you been, brother? What's on your mind, bro?
I'm doing
Speak your
good.
mind. So, bro, let me ask you a question, Sam. Are you all elite? Are you excited for
Yeah,
all elite
definitely.
wrestling,
Oh,
man?
yeah.
Are you
I am,
double
but I
or
hope it does. Yeah, I hope it does well. I really do hope it does well, but they got to do. They need a TV deal desperately.
exactly, man? Exactly.
They need a TV deal for a big TV station, like PBS or something.
Yeah, exactly. But again, they need to make a big splash with with a TV deal. You can't tell me, oh, we're gonna be on Bean Sports. We're gonna be on what's the other low ball network that people may have, but it's like, yeah, you gotta fucking pay for it or some shit like that. We're gonna be
Probably
on
like, I don't know, like one of those hunting channels or something. I don't know.
we're gonna be on Lifetime with R. Kelly and shit. Oh, that's
Lifetime.
Don't talk
Oh.
about that. That depressed me, Steven. R. Kelly is one of my favorite. Like Dave Chappelle already knew, man. Like, and you know what the fucked up thing is? Sorry, Sam. I just gotta bring this up. That piss
Go
on
ahead.
you video. That pissed on you video put up on my YouTube recommend. It was like, man, YouTube knew I was like sad about R. Kelly and shit like
man.
that.
Oh,
Did you?
can I answer that question for a second?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Go on. Ask away, brother.
Do you think it's kind of a dick move to announce it in front of Tokyo Dome, before Wrestle Kingdom? That was kind of a dick move.
Yeah,
Do you
it
think so?
was. It was, man. It kind of
Yeah.
was because again,
Well,
tell you what you want about New Japan. At the end of the day, made them bigger
It's number
stars.
2 compared to WWE.
No, not even that. But as far as the Bucks are concerned, and I guess even Hangman Page to an extent, but New Japan
No.
made them even bigger stars.
They
I
put them
think-
in the board. They put
Yeah,
the
Kenny's
Bucks
a big star, probably.
Go on, Tim. Sorry, brother.
No,
I don't
because
think
here's the
Kenny
thing.
wanted to, be announced. That Kenny didn't want to be part of that. I think, announced in front of Tokyo Dome. That's why I think it might be more classy than them. I think.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
Chase.
I thought it was a dick move, man. Like that was the one thing that rubbed me the wrong way about the announcement and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
some people with me was I was like, why would I said New Japan is going to make them all lose. Like I said, they're now all losing at the event. It doesn't even fucking matter because the disrespect. Like here's New Japan, and let's just be real here. The Bucks.
Yeah.
All right, before they joined the Bullet Club, what were the Young Bucks really doing? They were just like, oh yeah, look at these idiots doing a bunch of super kicks. New Japan helped them out so much by approving them to be a part of the Bullet Club, and then they do this. Same with Cody. Cody, technically Kevin Owens, called the Young Bucks and told them to take care of Cody. But Cody, thanks to New Japan, bam, he became like the hottest independent act when he won the ROH title, and then he fought Okada at the first Long Beach show and everything like that. Then you're gonna sit here and disrespect them, announcing it in front of the dome at midnight with your logo. Like, come on, man! Like,
That's
show
an
some
asshole.
respect.
That's a douchebag thing to do.
Especially before their biggest. This is not like, oh well, they were just in Tokyo after the G1 or something. That's fine. But before the biggest show here for New Japan, their WrestleMania, you go on and you have to promote your crap and then overshadow what's supposed to be their show. Like you pretty much like when I hear reports of New Japan doesn't know what if they want to work with AEW, I want to these fuckers either. They don't seem to respect me. We've done so much for them, and they can't freaking just have respect and announce AEW like after Wrestle Kingdom. What's so bad about that? Like the Saturday after Wrestle Kingdom, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, AEW is coming out. Like, no, instead you have to announce it beforehand. Like, what dicks? Fuck them.
Yeah. Oh, going to the garden show.
You are? All right, man. That's what's up, brother. I'm gonna try to get tickets, man. Because from what I'm hearing too, because all the events that are happening now, I've heard that tickets for Ring of Honor have dropped. They dropped for WrestleMania weekend for the Garden Show. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try to get some tickets. I'm gonna try to get some tickets. I'm gonna try to. Because here's the thing about it, dude. I don't have any tickets yet for any event. I don't have right now.
Oh, wait.
Cause then again, I
Is
ain't
he in
gonna lie to you.
WrestleCon though?
I don't know yet. I gotta see, cause bro, my schedule's been so busy right now.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie to you guys. This is just my opinion. I do not mind taking a week off for vacation in May to Las Vegas.
That's not a bad idea though. Yeah. So
I would not mind it. I would not mind it. Chase, is there any fights happening in Vegas that weekend? Any fights?
What is it? May 25th?
Yeah, basically, isn't it like, is there any UFC fights that weekend, or is it Canelo fighting? No, that's not Canelo. I don't know who's this fight that time though.
Oh, there. Well, UFC has really released the whole schedule, man. Like the ESPN Plus is till April, so I don't know if there's a May card for UFC.
Fair enough, but again, I ain't gonna lie though. I would be intrigued to attend Double or Nothing. I didn't go to All In, even though I could have gone. But things happen.
I just don't want to. Like, I would go, but I just know the ticket, like the resale tickets are so expensive. Like, there's no point. Almost
they're
like
gonna sell it, I think.
Not only that too, but you gotta understand, bro. It's Las Vegas, the city. You're staying at the MGM Grand. You know what I mean? You're not staying in some it's not like in Chicago where you can stay in some rinky-dink hotel. You know what I mean? Outside.
South the hotel stock over there, pretty much.
You can always stay at a different hotel. It's just that when it comes down to, I probably want to do a whole Vegas trip. I would probably just go to Vegas that night and then leave. Like, California is close by. Like, it's not. I could just jump on a plane and then go back on a plane. It's the same amount of money as gas I would waste.
I don't know. Again, for me, I live on the East Coast. It's different for me, so I gotta see. I know my brother. He traveled to Vegas a lot for business trips, so he has like these connections with the hotels and shit. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna hit him up next couple of days or something. Head him up and see if he can hook me up with a room. I don't know. We'll see. But
yeah.
Other than that, Sam, what do you see? What do you hope happens for AEW? Like, who do you else like? Like, you think about this, right? We found out
I think they should give Pac the world champion first because it's the name. They can make money off him.
What do you
can't give
think
it to one of
about
the elite guys because
What do you think about Pentagon? Like, do you think Pentagon?
They gotta get Pentagon and Phoenix. They definitely got to try to get Pentagon and Phoenix to come to work for them.
Who are other guys do you feel like they should? Because obviously, they lost out on guys like Walter and lost out on some other dudes and stuff like that. But who's like a couple free agents like that I wouldn't know, or just other people that you feel like they should possibly get?
Maybe. Let me think. Tough one. Probably. Maybe, I don't know, if they can get, like, maybe so Rosemary. They need some more women, I think. If they can get, like, Rosemary to come. I know she's with TNA or someone, but maybe Rosemary. Who else can they get? If they can get the Revival to come back, that would be good, because whenever they leave WWE, I don't know how long the contract is up for, but if they can get the Revival, that would be good.
Well, the Revival's contract ends, I believe, in May or April. One of those.
You know what? They
have the 90-day thing, right?
Guys, I got a question. Did Ty Dillinger get released? Because he posted this cryptic tweet on Twitter.
I don't care. Ty Dillinger got good.
Oh, he wrote. Ironic, because he posted it on this day, like, today's like what 1/8/2019, and they posted this like whole paragraph thanking the fans. It was like, did he get released? Did he quit? Did he walk out, or did he pull a CM Punk?
Oh, there's one more person. Maybe they can get a Kota Kabuto. I think they can get Kenny Omega, but I don't think he's going to WWE.
We don't know.
Probably trying to get Kenny Omega.
We don't even know yet. We don't know if Kenny is still. Because the thing about it, I've been reading reports. Apparently Kenny told someone, or someone close to the whole thing told, that Kenny's going to AEW. We don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't know. That could be. That's probably fake. People do it all the time.
Now, Chase, you said this on Twitter earlier, and I have to agree with you on something. They did say the Elite changed the world, and I feel, and you wrote that apparently if Kenny were to go to AEW, it's like he's playing it safe. And I have to agree with you, bro.
Well, the reason why I say he's playing it safe, because I keep always hearing that Kenny Omega's this big draw. Kenny Omega's so good. Okay, if he's so damn good, then he could make WWE better, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he's like the instant fix, why wouldn't he go to WWE and make it better? And anyone says, "Oh, Chase, you know how they would treat him there." What, like AJ? What you feel? If you feel like AJ Styles is mistreated in WWE, then I don't know what the fuck kind of product you're watching. AJ Styles is always in the fucking main event. He's the 2-time WWE champion. if he didn't want to stay at home and hang out with his kids, he would have freaking broke CM Punk's record and stuff like that. I don't know where everyone's complaints are, AJ. Like, what's the major complaint you have about AJ's run in WWE? Oh, he didn't beat Jericho at Mania that one year. Oh, boo-hoo. like for real. It's like here's the thing. Kenny Omega survived Japanese politics with the top guys. Tanahashi, Okada.
Yeah.
Really not top.
Wait, Kota Ibushi still contracted with New Japan?
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then.
Yeah,
they should try to get a deal with them, but yeah.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Everyone thinks he's gonna fail in WWE or do bad. He knows how to politic with the Japanese, motherfucker. Once you know how to politic with the Japanese, you're set. He won the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and everyone's like, oh well, more Americans have been winning it. Who? What do you mean more Americans have been winning it? AJ's the only other one besides Lesnar who didn't even hold it that long. He only held it for like a minute.
And Vader. Well, if you want to be technical, so did Kurt Angle, so did Bob Sapp, so did
Okay. I know. I'm saying Lesnar's fake belt, the fake belt that they had. But like, I'm talking about
Scott Norton.
But I'm saying like the IWGP World Championship. Everyone acts like these Americans can win it easily. No, like I swear to God, if Ospreay, they're not. He's not American. He's British, and idiot is Australian or New Zealand. I don't give a fuck. But who's like the next American in WWE and New Japan right now? Who's if Juice Robinson wins that stupid belt? Do you like? No, he's not winning. He's never touching the main. Yeah, he's never going to win the world title. Winning the world title as an Canadian, Kenny Omega's Canadian, but as a North American technicality. Still, he's a white man that won the New Japan World title. You're going to stay here and try to tell me that he can't play politics in WWE? Get the fuck on out of here. He goes to AEW. He's just playing it safe. He doesn't. He just doesn't want to go to WWE because he just doesn't risk himself going there. Look, dude, what are you going to risk?
Go on, Jim. I'm sorry, Chase.
I'm saying, what is he going to risk? Like, in the end of the day, he's a winner because he's going to make a shit ton of money. But I just feel like, really, to be honest, if he's so damn good, from everything that I hear from people, if he's so damn great and popular, and he's really going to change the world, then show me that you can make WWE fucking watchable again, dog. Show me that you are able to do that. Because if you're so damn good, you can do that, right? I mean, he made everyone love New Japan. So why can't he do the same shit for WWE? I'm just saying, like, maybe my standards are too high when it comes to certain shit, but if I hear that someone is this damn good and he can change the fucking world, then he should fucking be able to do that at the highest level. Staying with your friends and having your friends book you to keep you safe, that's not cool. Like, I don't want to see you being booked to be safe. Oh, your friends are not going to make you do this and that and everything. I'm just there to be where I'm happy. All right, cool. Be happy doing your video game ventures that won't go through because Tony Khan can't even make an E-League team together. I mean, I would just join up with Xavier Woods, but it's Kenny Omega. It's his business. Best of luck to him. But I just feel like no matter what he does, like, I would appreciate him more going to WWE because it's a bigger risk, and I feel like he could survive in that risk.
And not only that, I'm sorry, Chase. I'm sorry. God damn it.
Yeah, no. Just with AEW, it's just like, I'm just playing it safe. Like, I'm not really going for the Hail Mary here. I'm not really going for the touchdown. I'm just going to kick my 3 points and that's it. Like, I just feel like it's just like, it's a safe, easy bet for Kenny.
I don't think it's going, honestly.
Not only that, too, but you know what? Also, him going to WWE, it makes him stand out. It's like AJ did. Think about that for a minute. It's like AJ. He went to WWE while everyone stayed and shit. So, we'll see. Listen, at the end of the day, wherever Kenny Omega goes, so be it. You know what I mean? If he goes to AEW, that's fine and dandy. You know, if he goes to WWE, great, whatever. Even though he did say he would want to go to WWE to have a WrestleMania match with AJ Styles. He did say that before. So, I mean, at this point in the junction, we'll see. I'm reading comments here, by the way. Jason Voorhees wrote, "Don't fuck up like TNA." Stephen Milan writes here, longtime listener of the show. "Surprised to hear it's happening in Las Vegas. For all, I've got my ticket for Double or Nothing ASAP. I have to get my ticket for Double or Nothing ASAP. They'll definitely be debuting some surprise names for that very show. On a long weekend in Vegas up against UFC across the street. So I'm curious, is there going to be a UFC event that weekend? I'm curious on that one. I'm curious. Or the day of Double or Nothing. We'll see.
Are they doing anything WrestleMania weekend or?
No. So this guy writing about apparently it's a long weekend in Vegas up against UFC across the street. So I'm assuming that I'm hoping the weekend of Double or Nothing in Las Vegas, there will be a weekend of, I guess, a UFC event.
Probably. Well, who the fuck are they gonna put on that card? They're already putting everyone on 235. Like,
I don't even
UFC
know, bro.
235 is like the most stacked card I've ever seen.
I don't know. May 25th is a long weekend. I gotta check that out. I'm gonna check that out in a little bit too, off the air or whatever. But reading the comments as well, wrestling. Okay, I'm reading the comments here. I hope to see the likes. This was Stephen Milan. What happened?
And is in UFC 237 is in Brazil, which is May 11th and stuff. May 18th is UFC on ESPN 9 Plus. It's to be announced, and then there's nothing that weekend. There's nothing that weekend for UFC. So I don't know who you said in the comments at UFC across the street. That's across the street.
Yeah. Okay, I'm reading the comments.
There's no UFC June 1st to be announced. Like there's no UFC that weekend.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Yeah. I'm reading the comments here as well. Stephen Milan writes here. I hope to see the likes of Solomon or THT podcast, TML podcast with us. Turnbuckle throwback, Suplex City Limits, Good Mike Works, Wrestling Sub, and even DKTC. Upcoming AEW Vegas events. Anything about it? Conrad Thompson was there, and again, we talked about this earlier. He pooped up the place. As much as we got love for Conrad, I don't
have love. Fuck him.
I got love for the guy. I can appreciate his, chat me up here, man. I can appreciate it. But the point of the matter is, though, he did not announce anything for StarCast. Even though, if you look at the poster for the pep rally, there was a StarCast logo. So, I mean, we'll see. WWE are kicking fans out of SmackDown with AEW apparel, and they will be banned. So, it's really legit. Okay.
Fake news. I'm reading tweets. People saying my friend got in with the AEW shirt just fine. It's those who are being rowdy and loud, and security asked them to be quiet. And one fan got really loud in front of security space, and security kicked them out for being rude. So no, false.
So you mean to tell me right now these people that were at the pep rally who were at SmackDown are hijacking the show? AEW.
I like seriously. That's like someone saying like, "Oh, they're kicking out people wearing CM Punk shirts and chanting CM." No, they will confiscate your signs. They're not going to tell you that you have a fucking shirt. Like that's like saying everyone who's wearing a stupid Bullet Club shirt or any Elite shirt, "Oh yeah, take that off. You can't wear that." They're not going to do that. Like people will believe anything, man. Yeah. Like I bet you right now, if I tweeted, "Oh my god, I can't believe the WWE security guard killed this AEW fan," people will be like, "What? Oh, did you hear that?"
Yeah, imagine.
AEW fan choked him out.
Reading comments here as well. Hello, everybody. This is from Andre Corbeil. Guys, check out Andre Corbeil, WrestlingWithWrestling.com. Hello, everybody. One thing about Conrad is that he needs to stop using the rumors and innuendo. I agree with you on that. He has to. He has to stop using that line. Got kicking ass in the chat right now. Say anything else you want to add, bro? Anything you want to mention here before let you go?
No, nothing really. So nice talking to you. I'll see you. I'll call in later, I guess.
All right, bro. Take it easy, man. Nice talking to you. All right, Sam? Take it easy, man.
Bye.
And that was Sam, man. And again, there's a lot of people that have these reactions, but of course, the narrative is going to be stay the same by Jeremy Hayes. So, what can we say here in conclusion, Chase? Because again, it's getting late here, and I know people are, got stuff to do. So, AEW, what we know, there's going to be an event May 25th at the MGM in Las Vegas. There's two events, one event in Jacksonville. So far signed is Joey Janela, MJF, Penelope Ford, from what it looks like, Britt Baker, the Young Bucks, Cody, Hangman Page, Brandy Rhodes, and I guess a Billy Gunn's producer, and as well as Chris Jericho. That's a hell of a roster. That's a stacked roster, man. That's a stacked roster, buddy. And many more to come.
Yeah, they're just missing the monster. They're just missing the monster abyss.
They're missing Abyss. They're missing Mike Tenay. They're missing Don West. And
Ryan Cage.
They're missing everybody.
Michael Shane, Maverick Matt Bentley,
Kid Cash,
Tommy Dreamer,
the
freaking, they're missing everyone. Dude.
Serotonin. They're missing
dude, Serotonin, Johnny Devine, dude.
Johnny Devine.
He's a CM Punk, Cain Velasquez, Conor McGregor. I feel like that's going to be their biggest signing as an MMA guy. I would bring Cain Velasquez in. I would offer him the truck. I'd be like, hey, King, you beat up Brock Lesnar.
Don't forget SCU. Yeah, SCU as well. Andre Kobe right here as well. Let's be real here. AEW will be solid out. Will be sold out of the gate. No doubt about it. But the monster known as WWE isn't going anywhere. Isn't even going to flinch. So people comparing it to WCW are going to, and I agree with you on that too. I agree with that. So a lot of people, again, that are saying, "Oh, this is the same, the resurrection of WCW." Like, no, it's not. No, it isn't.
They don't have Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Like, where's my Vader then? If there's the resurrection of WCW, where's Vader?
Where's my four horsemen?
All these different wrestlers that made WCW different and great. No, stop.
Where are my four horsemen at? Where are my four horsemen? Where's my Abdullah the Butcher?
Yeah, dude. All AEW is NXT. Yeah. NXT without the Undisputed Era. That's all it is.
It's basically an indie fed on a budget with a high budget right now.
So it's NXT. That's all it is NXT.
Exactly. So in conclusion, bro, that's what we gotta say about this pep rally. It was, again, if you guys are all lead and you're for it, that's great and dandy. I want this to succeed. I really, really do. I want these guys to go out there and raise some hell, kick ass. But at the same time, low key, I hope at the same time, a small part of me.
Low key, that's someone they shouldn't sign. Don't sign low key. I swear to God, if you sign.
Look here, Chase. Actually, you should sign me. Because if you sign me right now to a deal, right now, you're gonna get the guaranteed best professional wrestling on the planet. I am low key. I'm gonna bring Promoción Dorado. I'm gonna bring Selena De La Renta with me, and we're gonna do it all night here in Las Vegas. I'm telling you right now, you sign me, put me on the marquee, we are gonna raid the stakes. But you better.
Also, don't sign Conan. I'm tired of seeing him fucking leeching off of Pentagon. This asshole. Leave Pentagon.
Nothing, I watched Homecoming, right? And he comes out after the match. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. Weren't you just shanked a couple weeks ago? Didn't you get shanked?
Well, in MLW canon, not in Impact canon. He's fine on Impact canon. In MLW canon.
He got shanked. He's like walking like nothing happened.
Yeah. In MLW, not in Impact though. In Impact, he's fine.
I know.
Like fuck you, Conan. These guys put on like a great tag match, and then your fat ass has to walk up and be like, yeah, that's the birthday gift I want. Shut the fuck up. Like, you fucking, like, everything's about this guy, man. Conan is literally like the Hulk Hogan. He doesn't get any shit. Everyone's like, oh, I love Conan. No, fuck you. Conan's an asshole. Don't sign him, I swear. I'm tired of him leeching off Pentagon and Phoenix. But sign Pentagon.
You know this should sign if it doesn't work out with Impact Wrestling, which I think it is obviously, but who knows really. I think he'll be a world champion real soon. Killer Cross.
Oh yeah, that would be good, yeah. And you can also get the Smoke Show too.
The Smoke Show too. Are they dating in real life?
Well, I think they're just kind of a thing in AAA. Like that's like their thing. They could be dating. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, no. But seriously, Impact, keep scrolling Perdol. She's like your hottest act. Like I love her.
The best act on the show right now. The best thing on the show.
Great. But yeah, in conclusion for me, the pep rally, the pros from the pep rally is that they were able to sign young talent like Janela and MJF. There's somewhat of a clear direction of this company that wins and losses are going to matter. Like,
supposedly.
Okay, that's fine. at least there's a direction. At least Cody and the Young Bucks, they have a direction of what they want to try to do. Just bring in the best athletes possible, and pretty much make it where it's kind of like like an MMA type of feel promotion, where it's like, hey, if you win, it's going to matter. They have 2 events planned out, which is great. That's good to know. They have a pretty solid starting point of a roster. More names to come, obviously, and stuff like that. They seem to be on a good trajectory where it's just like, okay, this is good progress and stuff like that. The cons of this press conference, Conrad was terrible. Cody and the Bucks just came off Egomaniac as Egomaniacs.
The production of this press conference or the pep rally.
I'll leave the production for last. That was like the last thing I wanted to touch. There was one more thing that I wanted to say, but totes forgot. I posted on Twitter. But yeah, the production was just terrible, and that's something where it's like I can forgive for being a startup company. That's fine, but like you can't just get by off the fact that, hey guys, we're still trying to figure things out. Like, look, you guys are acting like you already know what the fuck you're doing after All In. You guys are acting like this is like easy work for you. You guys better make it look easy, because this is 2019, boys. You can't be giving us some Bush League crap. But yeah, other than that, man, yeah. Overall, the pep rally, it was a medium thumb in the air. It was just there
in the board.
It wasn't like any. Yeah, it was just like, okay,
yeah.
They did a good job.
They did a. Okay, they tried. Even just in the parking lot. Don't be surprised. Imagine if the event in Jacksonville's in the stadium. Imagine that. They do a stadium show in the freaking in Jacksonville, right? And what happened?
They can't even get the Jaguars to sell at that stupid stadium. We're gonna come watch fucking Cody Rhodes versus Kenny Omega.
So they pull a TNA lockdown 2012 or 2013. Remember they were like in Houston at the Alamo Dome. Remember that? And they use like a section of the stadium for the show.
Yeah, they cut off the whole fucking stadium.
Yeah.
They cut off the whole damn stadium. They had the one half of the stadium was the Impact locker room.
And what you need is to have the Ace and Eights and Bully Ray come out there in the cage and give Bully Ray the AEW.
You know what? If the club leaves Gallows and Anderson, if they leave WWE, what they should do is bring back the Aces and Eights. That will give AEW the shot in arm it needs. Exactly. That's different. Like, why do I want to see the same shit when I can see the Aces and Eights come back?
Exactly. Absolutely. Well, guys, going to wrap it up for us. We hope you all enjoyed this. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give it a big old thumbs up. This will also be available, because I'm that kind of a person, in the podcasting platforms, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and PODBEAN. If you get to download, listen on the go. Thank you, Chase, for joining. Chase, where can they follow you and find your awesome wisdom of wrestling talk and your Impact fanboy assassinations and stuff like that?
You can follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68, and my YouTube is just Chase Oliver. I think I'm the only Chase Oliver now. All the other ones have left, sadly, on YouTube. There's this one Chase Oliver, a brave human being he was, a woman who I felt honored that they chose this name, even though it wasn't for me. It was just a woman that chose Chase because he liked it. A transgender person was going through a transition and stuff, and she was becoming a man, and he chose the name Chase, and I was happy about that. I gave congrats. I said, I love that you chose that name, and they thanked me, and I was watching their journey, and then all of a sudden they just deleted their channel, and I was pissed because I love the transformation he was going through, and I was proud, and it was something beautiful, and he wasn't getting any views, which I was surprised because the editing, like Steven, I wish I could show you these videos. Man, the editing was fucking top notch. Like I felt I was watching the R. Kelly documentary.
Oh shit!
The editing was this person, this Chase. No, there's one from YouTube. I don't know if he got scared or he didn't want anyone to know the rest of his story. But I'd be like, keep it up, brother Chase. I was like, yeah, my bro Chase and stuff like that. Yeah. Like I wasn't disgusted. I was like, yeah, man, this guy's being a baller. He's telling his story.
Exactly. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Anywho, guys, we thank you for tuning in tonight. Again, the T-Mail podcast will be available again. We'll be back this Friday for the T-Mail podcast. Also, we'll be dropping our Retro Rumble review as well. This week, we are reviewing the 2000 Royal Rumble. Last week, we recapped the 1992 Royal Rumble. So if you have not checked that out, go check it out. It's also up in the video archives of this channel, and as well as the audio platform like iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and PODBEAN. You can download that as well. But we'll be back Thursday for the Rumble 2000 review. That'll be a recorded episode. It should be up here on YouTube by Friday at the latest. And we'll be back Friday evening as well for the live edition of the Team Hill podcast, where we'll talk about all this other wrestling stuff and stuff like that. I'm Steve, he's Chase, and we are out like Janet's titties. Peace out, everybody.
Yeah.
AEW, 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 AEW.
I'm excited, brother. Are you gonna fire up the PS2?
Oh shit, we're still live, bro. We're still live, bro.